welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. My name is Jeanette. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, certified makeup artist, and soon to be esthetician. I make videos about beauty and lifestyle, and I am very knowledgeable of things that I do talk about on this channel. So if that sounds like something that interests you, then you might want to subscribe. And with that being said, today I am here with another makeup tutorial for you guys. I haven't done a makeup tutorial in a really long time, so I thought it was about time to finally film another one for you. So this is my go-to everyday glam makeup look using the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. This literally is the eyeshadow look face that I go for almost every day when I'm looking for a glam look to do. And it's very easy, it's not hard at all, and even I feel a beginner can do this. And if any part of it is like too much for you, you could always switch it up for something else. You know, you don't have to follow it step by step. And with that being said, let's just get on with the video and show you guys how I did this. Okay, so since it's such a sunny day, I'm gonna start by using this SPF 50 all over my face. Now I'm going to use the Glam Glow Water Burst Moisturizer. By far best moisturizer I have ever used, and I feel like if I ever use another moisturizer, I'm going to be cheating on this one. Next, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Auburn, and I'm just going to fill in my brows. So I start by outlining the brow, but I don't bring it all the way to the inner corner of the brow. So once it's like this, then I go and fill in. And then I use the spoolie to drag the product to the inner part of the brow and fill it in that way. So it just gives it a more natural look. So I'm going to be back in your time 1 second with the other eyebrow. Okay, so as you can see, I kind of messed up this brow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Q-tip with a point on it. This Garnier skin water thing, going to dip it in there so the thing is on the Q-tip, and I'm just going to outline the eyebrow to get rid of anything that's smudged. Okay, so now that my brows are done, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Self-Adjusting Complexion Primer, and I'm just going to put a single pump and a half of that onto my hands, and I'm just going to use my hands. Alright, so next I'm going to use this Morphe foundation in the shade F130 Matte. So I'm just going to put dots on my forehead, dots on my cheek, my nose, and my chin. And I'm going to use a beauty blender to blend that in. And I feel like certain areas didn't get as much coverage as others, so I'm just going to put another layer of the foundation on and make sure that you put it over the eyelids too. Okay, so now that my foundation is on, I'm going to put on my concealer, and I'm using the Morphe concealer in the shade C115. So I'm going to start by blending the concealer down my face, so some of the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. And I'm going to show you guys a trick that a friend of mine taught me. So instead of blending what's under my eyes right now, I'm going to do my eyeshadow first and wait for this to mostly dry and then blend it in so the coverage is more full and there's no creasing, and it actually, surprisingly, it does not look cakey like I thought it. So that being said, I'm going to do the eyes. Since the foundation is on my eyelids, I don't need to use an eye primer. So as I said before, we're going to be using the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. And I'm using this Vanity Planet concealer brush. And I am dipping into this white shade here. And I'm just covering my entire eye with that, but making sure there's no creases from the foundation in your eyelid before you put it on, because you can't get rid of that once you put the powder on top of it. And the same with the other eye. Next, I'm going to use this Morphe M433 brush, and I'm going to use this middle brown shade and dip it in lightly and tap off the extras and just put that in my crease. And you're going to want to do it in multiple layers, doing a little bit at a time, because when you do it a little bit at a time, you have more control over what you're doing. And a lot of people think that if they just go in with more at first, it's going to make their lives easier, but that just makes it harder. So especially if you're not familiar with the shadows that you are using, do a little bit at a time and always tap off the extra if you don't know how pigmented the colors are. So I did about 3 to 4 layers. Now I'm going in to do the other eye. I'm going to use this same brush in this pink shade, and I'm going to do the same thing but focus a little bit lower than the brown shade. Then I'm going to use the Morphe M506 brush, and I'm going to use this darker shade and tap that on the side of the brush and focus that on the outer corner of the eye. And then once you have sort of a layer of that, just take it and slide it into the crease like this. And the same to the other eye. And take that same brush from before to just soften it out and blend it in. Now I'm going to dip this brush into the white shade and just put that on the top and circle it around to soften out the edge. Now I'm going to use this Vanity Planet smudging brush, and I'm going to use this top shade here. Pick up as much pigment as you can. I'm going to spray the brush with the Morphe setting spray and put that in my inner and outer corner. Inner corner and the lid. And I'm going to take the M433 brush one more time and just put that in the crease. And this is what the shadow looks like. Now that the concealer has been setting, I'm going to go take the damp beauty blender and start by blending the edges and then blend the middle. Now that that's done, I'm going to take this Too Faced Banana Cream powder and this Morphe E48 brush, and I'm going to swirl it in like that. I'm going to use this to set my under eyes. The banana cream powder has a bit of a yellow-ish undertone to it, so that's going to help with the under eyes not showing any dark circles, while the foundation and concealer pretty much already did that. The yellow tone is just going to help extra, making sure that nothing peeks throughout the day. Next, I'm going to use this Urban Decay De-Slick Translucent Setting Powder with this little powder brush, and I'm going to set the rest of my face with that. Next, I'm going to be using this Bare Minerals bronzer in the shade The Skinny Dip, and I'm going to be using this brush here. Going to pick up some product and bronze up my face. The key with bronzer is not to drag it all the way down to your mouth. Keep it about here, and when you're blending it, then a little bit it can come further down, but by keeping it here, it really accentuates your cheekbone. And if it's not dragged, when it is dragged, it makes your look not too good. So by keeping it like this and blending it up, it really lifts your cheekbones. And if you do put bronzer on your jawbone, don't really bring it past here, because then it's going to make your jaw look bigger. Mainly keep it here and blend it down. And with the forehead, make sure you blend it into the hairline, otherwise there's going to be a gap, and that's just not going to look that great at all, because it's going to look like you put something there. With makeup, you want to make it look like you're not wearing makeup. And always use a little bit at a time, as it's easier to add more rather than to take away. However, if you do put too much, just use the brush you use with your powder and blend with that, and it'll kind of soften the look a little bit. Next, I'm using this Too Faced Candlelight highlighter, and I'm going to use an M441 brush from Morphe and applying that to the tops of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, onto my forehead, and a little bit on my chin. I like using a fluffier brush to do highlighter because I feel like it makes it blend a little bit better, but that's just my own personal preference. And next, I'm going to use the NARS Orgasm Blush with this little brush that I found lying around, and add that to my cheeks. Next, I'm going to take the M443 brush we used before, and I'm just going to put what's left on the brush on my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take the M506 brush from before that had the darker shade on it, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. And then again, blending it out with the M433 brush. And since my camera is running low, I'm going to go ahead and apply my eyeliner, mascara, and lashes, and be right back. Okay, I am back with my eyeliner, mascara, and lashes. This is what the look looks like, all finally pulling together. The eyeliner I used was the Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner. My lashes are the Kiss Tempt lashes, and I use the Stila Stay All Day mascara. And here we have it. So now I'm going to line my lips with the Buxom lip liner in the shade Hush Hush. And when I say line, I mean I'm going to line and completely fill them in. A trick to know that you lined your lips properly is to go like this. And if everything looks seamless and not bumpy, then you did a good job. If it looks bumpy and not super seamless, then you know that's where you have to fill in more. Next, I'm going to use the Kylie liquid lipstick in the shade Cocoa K. And this is the completed look. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me. I hope you guys learned something from this video, and I hope you actually like this. It is a lot of work to film and edit makeup tutorials, so if you're still watching, please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below whatever time it is that you're watching, when you're watching this. Also, comment down below other videos you'd like to see and other makeup looks that maybe you would like to see me do tutorials for. And it would mean so much if you guys could subscribe to my channel, as for a huge goal of mine is to become monetized. So if you could subscribe and watch some of my other videos, that would honestly mean the world to me. I have a lot of videos upcoming and planned, so I would love if you could stick around to see that, and I hope you guys like this and hope to see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye!